Hello and welcome. We are at Opel in Rüsselsheim today and this is a concept. But it's not just a concept, it's much more than that. The Opel Manta GSe ElektroMOD. At Opel, G stands for sport. Up to now, however, these have only been internal combustion engines with the designation C, Grand Sport injection. But the Manta is purely electric, which is why it's GSe. As you can see, we're in a building here. COVID is still a thing, so unfortunately I have to keep the mask on here as well. Let's have a quick look at the car. You can already see from the outside, it looks very similar to the old, original Manta. The first Manta came onto the market in 1970, at the time with engines that produced between 68 and 90 horsepower. It was Opel's answer to the successful Ford Capri. There is a reason for this, because the body is an original Manta. Only small changes were made to the front and rear. Here for the visor, something was adjusted and also at the rear, but it's really minimal. This is indeed a real Manta. The modifications have been done very carefully.
We decided to first put an electric pack in here, upgrade also this digital visor.
Yes, as you can see here in the front, this is already the new visor, or this is already a kind of successor to it, because everything possible can be displayed here, graphics, text and so on and so forth, greetings, already a very cool thing. But you can also see the relationship to the old Manta, simply from the shape. That's where the visor originally came from Opel. That's where the inspiration came from. So it's nice that they've done something like that here.
Inside we've got the pure panel, which is literally the factory piece of the Mokka dash.
Opel simply took this component and put it in the concept car. Incidentally, the Mokka was the first model to wear Opel's new brand face, the visor. The interior of the electric Manta prototype is, like the car itself, a fascinating mix of old, original parts and the latest technology. Bucket seats complement the sporty flair exuded by the Manta's exterior. This little opening here, that's where the electric Manta is charged, and now one or two will probably ask themselves, why so far down? Yes, the engineers didn't come up with that. No, that was already the case with the original Manta that you refueled. So it's nice that they've kept this detail on the new one. The Manta has a range of around 200 kilometers with its 31 kilowatt-hours battery. But the drivetrain was not the main focus of this project. A nice little detail, I think, at the rear, is the Manta lettering in the font of the new Opel Mokka. Actually, only one question remains: what about the future of the electric Manta?
You know that everybody is looking for SUV currently. To just do a coupe would be really difficult. But basically here it is to explore more than just building a new silhouette, it's to bring new technologies and new ways of producing cars.
And one of these new ways and technologies is found in the Manta logo on the side. It has an integrated QR code. In the future, every new Opel model will have such a logo that, when scanned, links to a website with information about the car. Yes, my time with the ElektroManta is coming to an end, and I have to say, I think the whole project is really very cool, and here this rear view, that's just my personal highlight. Of course, it remains to be seen whether something like this will ever be built in series. However, I think it would be relatively cool to see a similar vehicle, purely electric of course, on the road at some point, but the SUV boom will have to die down first. The fact is, however, that Opel was pleasantly surprised by the large amount of positive feedback on this project, and that's why market researchers are now to examine whether a small series of such a vehicle could possibly be successful in the future.